Have you ever stopped and wondered who's really making the decisions about your money? I mean, while you're sleeping or working or just living your life, there's been this silent revolution happening, a kind of ghost in the machine that's quietly grabbing the controls of our entire global financial system. Well, let's get right into it because that ghost, it's artificial intelligence. And look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi thing. We're talking about right now, today. Artificial intelligence is already managing trillions upon trillions of dollars, from the biggest hedge funds on Wall Street to that little investing app on your phone. AI is one of the most powerful and most invisible forces in finance. So the real question is, what does that actually mean for us? Okay, so first, let's talk about the good stuff. Before we get into the dangers, you have to understand why the financial world fell in love with this technology in the first place. It's like the entire industry was suddenly handed a superpower. And honestly, the upsides are pretty incredible. I mean, think about it. You've got instantaneous trades, millions of them, happening at speeds no human could ever match. You get these super smart predictions with AI sifting through oceans of data to find patterns we would never, ever see. And for regular people, like you and me, it's powering these robo-advisors that make managing your money way more accessible. The promise really is a faster, smarter, and more efficient financial world for everyone. But, like with any superpower, right? There's always a catch. This incredible power, this speed, this automation, well, it comes with a hidden and, frankly, a potentially catastrophic price tag. And this is where the danger gets big. Systemic. When these super complex algorithms go off the rails, they don't just hurt one investor or one company. No, they can threaten the stability of the whole shebang. Let's just take the famous flash crash back in 2010. It all went down in a matter of minutes. At 2:32 in the afternoon, the market starts to dip. By 2:47, these automated trading algorithms, basically all reacting to each other in this insane, out-of-control feedback loop, had vaporized nearly $8 trillion of value. And then, poof, just as mysteriously, most of it came back. It was this terrifying preview of how these systems can create pure, unfiltered chaos. And this quote from researcher Homeira Oroujzadeh just nails it. A single algorithmic error can trigger a chain reaction. Think about that. One little glitch, one tiny mistake in a line of code, and the whole system can start to unravel like a cheap sweater.
And it's not just about flash crashes anymore. The ways things can go wrong are getting, well, a lot more creative. We're talking about subtle coding bugs that cause huge sell-offs, or hackers specifically targeting these algorithms to manipulate them. And what about the fact that so much of the market now relies on just a couple of big AI platforms? If one of the big guys, say Amazon or Google, has a bad day, what happens to our economy? We're also kind of outsourcing our own gut feelings, losing that critical human intuition.
So, okay, there's the big market crashing stuff. But then there's something else, something a bit more personal and honestly, a little more creepy, lurking inside the code. This is the real ghost in the machine. So here's the thing about AI. It isn't born smart. It has to learn. And what does it learn from? Us, our data. And let's be real, our history is filled with human biases. And AI doesn't understand fairness or justice. It just sees patterns. So if the data it learns from shows a history of, say, discriminatory lending, well, it's going to learn to be a very efficient discriminatory lender. Just check out this example. It's perfect. You've got two applicants, and on paper, they're identical. Same great credit score, same income, same debt. Everything's the same, except for one thing, their neighborhood. Applicant A lives in a low-income area, applicant B in a high-income one. The AI, learning from decades of biased data, denies applicant A. It's not judging them on their money, it's using their zip code as a stand-in for risk. And in the process, it just keeps a cycle of inequality going.
So you gotta ask, right? I mean, if you're applicant A, you want to know, you deserve to know why. What was the reason? And the answer is just profoundly unsettling. The honest truth is, a lot of the time, not even the engineers who built the thing can tell you for sure. This is what's known as the black box problem. These AI models are so incredibly complex that their decision-making process is, well, it's a mystery. It's like the AI is a genius, but it can't show its work. It gives you the answer, but the why is locked away in a box nobody can open.
This creates a huge accountability problem. If you can't explain a decision, how can you ever fix it? How can you ensure justice? All right, so if you want to see all of these risks, the market shocks, the hidden bias, the black boxes, all thrown together into a giant, unregulated pressure cooker, well, then let's talk about crypto. It's the new Wild West, and AI is the fastest gun in town. I mean, just look at this. In these crypto markets, which are basically run by bots, you see these absolutely wild price swings. Up 15% one day, down 22% the next, then up 30%. This isn't investing anymore. It's a digital stampede, and it's all being orchestrated by algorithms. And it gets even shadier. People use AI to straight up manipulate these markets. They have bots that just buy and sell to each other to create fake hype. That's called wash trading. They unleash armies of social media bots to create FOMO, the fear of missing out, to pump a coin's price up, or they spread FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, to crash it. It's market manipulation on a massive digital scale. So yeah, this all sounds pretty bad, I know. But the point here isn't to just unplug the AI and go back to the dark ages. The real goal is to get smart about it. It's about putting the humans, us, back in the driver's seat and building a real framework for responsible innovation. So how do we do that? Well, experts are calling for a pretty clear 4-step plan. Number 1, we need robust regulations that are actually designed for AI. Number 2, we have to mandate independent auditors, like refs, to check these algorithms for bias and bugs. Number 3, demand transparency. We need what's called explainable AI, so we can finally crack open that black box. And number 4, maybe the most important of all, always preserve human oversight. A person has to have the final say, with a big red stop button. Ultimately, it all boils down to this one idea. This isn't about stopping progress or killing innovation. It's about finding that critical balance. It's about making sure our race to be more innovative doesn't cost us our stability, our fairness, and our accountability. Because the ghost in the machine isn't coming, it's already here. It's in your bank, it's in your investments, it's shaping your economic future. So the question isn't if we're going to use AI, we already are. The real question we're all left with is how are we going to control it? Are you ready for what's next?